you for tuning in. So in today's video, I want to talk about a topic that I've seen covered by quite a few people that I don't really think have got expertise or experience in this field. And I think I have. And it's the topic of how do you start a clothing business with no money? And I mean at $0. How can you do that? Is it actually in fact possible? And what are the steps to do that? So first of all, you've gone through the decision-making process and you've brainstormed and you've thought about this idea and you thought, actually, I really want to go ahead and I want to start a clothing business. My first suggestion for you is don't give up your day job until this business starts paying. You should always have that at the forefront of your mind, because you don't want to give up a good paying job to then go to the unknown to realise that this might not actually work, because not every business will. But we're going to put PMA out there. So what do you need to start this clothing business with no money? My first suggestion would be that you take a look at dropshipping. Now I don't say this lightly because I'm not the world's biggest fan of dropshipping, because to me there are very few barriers to entry when you choose dropshipping, and it also means that you've got lots of people out there that are probably also have got access to the products that you have got access to. So what you really want to do is think, do I have a niche in the clothing industry? Am I looking at a certain angle of the industry that I want to explore and I want to sell? If you're just looking at wanting to sell, I don't know, something that everybody else is selling, then you might find that highly competitive and it might take you a lot longer to give up that day job. Now you've chosen this product that you want to sell, and how do you go about selling it with no money? My suggestion is open up seller accounts on all of the marketplaces. And when I talk about marketplaces, I mean marketplaces like eBay, Amazon if you can get on there, they're a different beast, Etsy, any marketplace that you can think of that you've bought off in the past or that you know of, because these big marketplaces are doing all the advertising for you. They've got brand recognition. There are millions, if not billions, of people that will use these marketplaces, and it gives you exposure for your brand and your products. Yes, with marketplaces, they do take a fee, and some of them will charge you an upfront fee for listing, and some of them will charge you nothing at all. So if you were to start with the likes of Amazon, for instance, they don't charge you an upfront fee for listing. They do, however, charge you a little amount to actually have the account. With the likes of eBay, they charge you a very, very small amount to list products, like the cost of a coffee if you were trying to list 10, 15, 20 items, which I think is a worthwhile investment. Where you actually pay your fees and where you actually pay this marketplace is when you come to sell an item. They will take a cut of your profit, and usually they take about 15%, give or take, of each item that you sell. So it gives you a good idea of what your selling price should be, and it also gives you a really good idea of whether there's enough profit in the items that you're looking at to sell. You should also take a look at the marketplaces you're thinking of listing on and seeing if there are similar products to yours, because you can then gauge how much demand that product will generate. And the best way to do this, for instance, if you are looking at the likes of Amazon, you can actually see the top 100 products or the products that are in the highest demand in that category, which gives you a really good starting point. Now, if you want to hear more about marketplaces, listing on marketplaces, how to get on the marketplaces, how to actually get your products ranking on marketplaces, because I have done it, I still am on marketplaces, I can definitely do a video on that. But if you do want to see that, please leave it in the comments below, because there is so much that goes into the marketplaces, and this is me just brushing over them and giving you a brief overview. And I could go into detail, I could talk about it all day if you really want me to. So you've now got your marketplaces and you're selling on those marketplaces. I would also recommend that you build yourself an e-commerce website, because you want, really, ideally, you want people to come to your website as opposed to the marketplaces. Marketplaces are great, but sometimes they can be a little unstable. You are held to their level of service, and marketplaces can be very quick to suspend accounts, hold payments back, all kinds of nasty little things that can happen. So the quicker you can get people coming directly to you, the better. And I would recommend you take a look at the new platforms such as Shopify. Shopify has become one of the biggest e-commerce platforms out there. It's really easy to use, and the reason it's become so popular is you don't need to be a developer or have any development skills to use Shopify. You can even get a 14-day free trial. I am not sponsored by Shopify, by the way, and they have lots of templates that you can just plug into the store and build out your store, your e-commerce store, as you want it. So it looks less amateurish and very professional. They're even down to your checkout pages and your merchant accounts are all integrated with Shopify, so it makes the process so simple. The next thing I would recommend is that you then want to get people to your store. So people are coming to the marketplaces, and what's happening is you're drop shipping the orders as they come in. So you're back to backing it in effect. You're getting the money from the customer and then you're buying the product. You then want to start introducing more people to your store. So you want to start creating a social media presence. Now there are a number of ways to create a social media presence. One of them is to start writing blog posts about the products that you offer, because everybody wants information. Everybody is interested in knowing the how, the why, the what. And if you can direct people to your blog so that people can read more in depth about the products you're offering, well, that's great, because all that information will help your website, and it will help it in terms of search engine optimization. It will help you rank with Google, which again is a broader topic that I am happy to cover, but just not in this video because it would take me a long time to go through that. So in the next video, I would happily go through search engine optimization, what it is, how it works, how you can improve rankings, how you can get new websites to actually rank in Google. Believe it or not, you can do it, and it's not that difficult, but it will be a topic for another video. The next thing you really want to think about is setting up your social media accounts. And when I talk about social media, not only your blog, but you want to be thinking about setting up your Facebook business page. You want to be thinking about setting up an Instagram business page. You want to be thinking about setting up Pinterest as well, and a Twitter account. You want to be having all of these social media accounts, because at the moment 3.6 billion people worldwide use social media. So you've got a massive audience, and for the most part it's free. It's free to post, it's free to build up that audience, and it's free to engage with those people that are interested in your products. And this is where social media and the blog posts go hand in hand, because you can put the blog post on your business page and get people interested in your website through social media. If you do have money, you do have a little bit of budget, I would always recommend that you start boosting your posts, and you start Facebook advertising, and you start Instagram advertising. You also want to make sure that you have shoppable feeds in both Facebook and Instagram, because they're just going to drive more traffic to your website and to your products. In fact, with the likes of Facebook, you don't even have to drive them to your website anymore. You can just have them check out in Facebook. And many people, and now I'm one of them, scrolling through Facebook will actually buy things that catch my eye and that I'm really interested in. So now you've got products that are selling and you're making a little bit of profit. You know, because with dropshipping, you can sell their whole catalogue if you want, which I would never recommend you do. I always want you to be niching down, but you will soon see what your best sellers are. And at that point, you can make the decision to actually bring that stock or bring that inventory into your home, so you can control your inventory, you can control your shipping, you can control a little bit more of the process. And with that, you can actually start putting flyers into the packages, offering customers discounts if they come to you and buy directly. So again, you're increasing your brand awareness, and you're increasing your sales, and you're keeping the sales on your own website. I wanted to make this video to encourage you to follow your dreams and to know it's not impossible, and it doesn't take thousands of dollars, even hundreds of dollars, to actually go out and start your own clothing business and to be successful at it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.